sir, baby. So, now that we are hooked and ready to go, I'll give you guys a look at chat things. First of all, let me restart the video for you guys. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing on this lovely, what's this? Friday. Oh, it's payday for some of y'all. Hello. Happy Friday to everybody. Just wanted to come at y'all, and I got a slur of videos for you guys today, actually. This is the first of like maybe 3 or 4 videos I'm gonna try and make today. The first video is, woo, yeah, you know, man. Y'all know me. If y'all know me, man, I gotta get the yawns out early in the morning, man. It's too early. It's too early. Who truck is that? Why that truck look familiar? But yeah, man. Just wanted to come at y'all, and today's video is gonna be about my 3 years. I think going into 25 makes 3, or does it make 4? I can't remember. I'll fact check for that. But for right now, I'm gonna say 3 years. My 3 years of business and how it's been for me owning a dump truck, a tri-axle dump truck in New England. So that's today's video and today's agenda. If you guys aren't, willing to want to chat about that, you shouldn't have clicked the video, because guess what? You're here now. You can't leave. You're trapped. But for the objective today, we're actually going down to pick up some equipment that we had at another shop. So we're gonna go do that, and then we're gonna make a slur move today. So we're gonna pick up some equipment, and then we're gonna drop off a sweeper, and then we're gonna pick up a sweeper, maybe. And then that's kind of the game plan for today. So if you guys are interested in wanting to see the sweeper pick up or drop off, you guys are more than happy and more than welcome to go check out those other videos once they're posted and everything like that. But I figure we just get straight into the video, man. So let's get into it. Yay! All right. So it's honestly tough, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I kind of want to just make this an easy 1-2 simple video for you guys, it's probably not gonna be that. Only for the simple fact is there's so much facts and variables that I want to give you guys, but I don't want to make the video boring for you guys. You know what I'm saying? But I guess we can start off with just the New England factor. You guys are probably looking at the video like, what's the difference between you being an owner operator and he, like, in New England versus like down south or Midwest? There's a lot of variables that come into play with all of that. Ooh, lock them up, lock them up, lock them up. There's a lot of variables that come into play with you being an owner operator in New England, and the biggest one is the temperature. The climate change. When you're in like a dump truck or like a tri-axle or anything that's kind of reliant, is that a word to use? I don't even know, but it sounds smart though, right? See, I got you. If you're kind of relying on the weather for your kind of line of work, then this is where being in New England and anywhere else in the world kind of changes that factor for you. Just for the simple fact is, like right now, it's winter time, and for all my OG subscribers that's been a part of the channel for some time now, you guys know that this is the time of year when work slows down, and there's nothing to do, there's nothing going on, there's not actually a lot of money actually being made. More money is getting spent right now than being made, because some of those guys that have truck payment, no matter what, unless you cancel your insurance or you have it set up a certain way, you still got your insurance, your truck payment, and if you do have drivers and you're working like 1-2 days a week, you still got to pay them and stuff like that, and it's not easy to do if you're not necessarily established. And with that right there being said, dump truck for me being in New England is very, very seasonal. There's a few lanes here and there that you can gain to put yourself in a position where you could work all year round, but you kind of gotta put yourself in a position to, I don't want to say it like this, but have some status. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy for a new guy to come into the game and have some work. Well, that was my experience. I don't want to speak on nobody else's experience before somebody coming, oh no, I bought a truck and I live in Rhode Island and we work all year round, and that's like, you can have pipeline work that them guys, they don't really care about the temperature. They'll bundle up and you'll be inside your truck sitting on the job all day making all sorts of what kinds of money. Those are the kind of jobs that you want to kind of put yourself in, so that way you can make that money during these winter, these harsh condition weather days. But for me, Me and my driver right now, we were kind of running strong up until like the week before not Thanksgiving, the week, oh my gosh, excuse me. We was kind of running strong up until like the week before Christmas. So after that, things started to slow down, which is understandable. You know, it's the holiday season, which we expected, and I had let him know that it's probably going to be slow for the next 2 weeks. We're still technically, as of right now, on the week it is being recorded, we're still in the New Year's week. So like people are, you know, half to work, half back to work. You know, New Year's was 3 days ago, and it's like, why bother, you know, restart the whole office back up and get the gang all together just for a Friday, for them to then have 2 days off again. So I feel like a lot of people are more leaning towards, you know, going back to work next week and just starting fresh on that Monday. So there's a possibility that, you know, the work may continue or might not continue, but that's just, you know, personal experience with that one. But if you're looking to kind of put yourself in a position to understand why it's like that, a lot of the times, especially in New England, like, we do a lot of paving, we do a lot of heavy construction, and 9 times out of 10 those constructions definitely rely on weather. Like, even like the videos that I'm gonna bring you guys during this this up and coming work season, I'm gonna be making a lot of chip sealing videos and stuff like that for the company that I work for. I want to educate you guys and show you guys and do all that stuff, and that it relies on the weather. So if it rains, we can't do anything. The ground cannot be wet, and it's the kind of very similar for paving. The liquid asphalt guys cannot drop tack on the ground if the ground is wet, because the tack is the solution that helps seal the asphalt to the pavement, or, well, you know, the bottom coat. And stuff like that is very important. I'm pretty sure the state also doesn't want to, you know, have to pay somebody or a company or, you know, all the subcontractors all this X amount of dollars to do this set job just for it not to be, you know, the best quality that it could have been at if they were to just wait for another day, you know. So we all know that, you know, you go through a rainy season and then you go through a really hot season. You got, you know, spring, fall, summer, whatnot. So all of these things are very, wow, that's undercover. There's 2 of them in there too. All of those things are very reliant on the weather. And just as my 3 years of experience have been, my first year being owner operator, I bought my truck probably like midway through the season. Actually, that's another video I want to make for you guys too, how much I made my first year being owner operator. But that's for a different video. But my first year, I bought it midway through the season, and I was only able to, I worked more nights than I worked days, just because of the simple fact that there wasn't a lot available for me during the daytime because I caught it so late in the season. Like, we was doing a lot more night paving than I was during doing day paving, just because like I told you guys, I was a little guy, I was a little dog. You know, everybody was looking at me like the pup that may not be able to, you know, come to work and do this and that. Like, I was a brand new company, I was a brand new face, and it's not easy to trust a new guy when you have a deadline at work to do. So I appreciate all the companies that have gave me that opportunity and shot to make, you know, prove myself. But that right there is like something that you got to be really mindful for. My second year, that's when I started to understand what it was like to really feel like, I don't want to say understand because I was a driver before, so I knew what it was, but as an owner operator, I can see the difference in when like weather really affects you, especially if you're not, you know, fully set up to be financially stable, to in a position to just be ready for everything and anything that life throws at you. But my second year trucking, I definitely experienced a heavy rain season, and I got a lot of cancellation days just off of that year. Like, a lot of things were rescheduled, deadlines were pushed back like crazy. There was a lot of things that had to, I don't want to say get renegotiated, but in a sense renegotiated just to be able to make sure the work got finished on time. And that's something that's kind of like, it's a little annoying because things like that start to mess up your money, and once they kind of affect you in a manner, like, you really kind of start to feel it. And I think it's 3 years I've been in business now. I think this year would make 4. Like, in the end of summer, by the time I, like, you know, that's when I bought my truck. But going into like my 3rd year, it's probably like the best year of trucking I've ever had. Going into my 3rd year trucking is actually when I kind of hired my first employee. I got the opportunity to be a boss. Like, I got the opportunity to like really be in that position, and that's something that I'm forever grateful for. And having somebody under me definitely made me want to have and do better for my business. and I definitely maybe have jumped into it a little sooner than I needed to. You know, when you have your own business and everything like that, and some guys may view this like, oh, well, you know, I'm just a kid, and I am. Like, I'm definitely just a kid, and there's a lot of things that I didn't know and didn't account for when just making these decisions that were life-changing for me. I had to start worrying about things like, what's it called? When you get hurt on the job, workers' compensation. I had to start worrying about workers' compensation. I had to start worrying about, you know, my employees' W-2s and W-4s or whatever, you know, what was getting done at the time. And it wasn't easy, but I definitely say with a lot of the help and guidance that I get from my mentors and, you know, family members, I was able to make it happen. But it's something to definitely think about. And if you guys were to even want to do it, I would prefer you talk to somebody before getting into it, because it's definitely no joke. No joke at all. Another thing that I kind of like to point out is just the fact that when getting into this whole like owner-operator thing, we'll go right lane. When getting into the whole owner-operator thing, there's a lot of things that I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily think about. Like, number one is your taxes. Don't think like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be an owner-operator, I'm gonna make all the money in the world, blase blase, and not put money aside if and for when that time comes for your taxes. I was one of those guys. I mean, my first year, I was all right. It wasn't, you know, it was my first year, so it wasn't too bad. Me and my tax guy sat down and we made some, you know, we crunched some numbers and we made it work. Other than that, the year before last, your boy got slapped. No. That's not even the word I can say. Your boy got brutally assaulted. Damn it. It hurt. It still hurts. Like I told you guys, that kind of second year, the ending of the second year going into my, like, you know, last year of business, I hired one of my brethren from, you know, that I went to school with. I worked with him, the off season came, he ended up switching companies and everything. And then during the new season, I hired somebody else. That guy, he was good starting out, but there was a lot of things that led to his, you know, extermination, I guess you could say. Or there's a better word for that, but either way, that's just that. And then now I have another one of my brethren that I actually went to school with. This one's actually, you know, considered family. He done grew up, I think he's actually the godfather of one of my cousins. So me and him kind of been close for a long time, so it's just kind of crazy to see how the world just, you know, full circle turn around. I was able to give him a job opportunity where he didn't have any experience, and now he has a full year of experience driving dump truck under K-Wave Trucking, which is phenomenal. I love that. But yeah, going into all of that stuff, like, there's a lot of things that I didn't factor into, like, you know, paying my employee. That was one thing that kind of took a major shift, but I got used to that quick. And then, you know, after dealing with that, it was the end of the year, you know, going into the new year and having to deal with your taxes. And I wasn't necessarily ready to see them numbers. And it was only because, like I said, I was working, and then I also had an employee. So it was really like, yo, I'm able to make all this money, but you gotta remember, Big Unc Sam will bang that door down, and don't you forget it. So it's just a lot of things that I want to give you guys advice on and talk to you guys about my experience about being an owner-operator for what's about to be 4 years now. And I'm really excited for this season, because it took me, and I'm ashamed to say it, but I also hold what I'm about to say with confidence, because I know my words can speak volume to you guys. It took me 3 years to understand the business aspect of my line of work that I've been already doing for like 3.5 to 4 years before buying my truck. I've known dump truck since I literally got my CDL, and I got hired as a dump truck driver 2 days after I got my CDL. I look, he got the job beforehand. I went to her, told her, I said I'd take my test on Thursday, and she said, when you come back Thursday, I got a job for you, and that's just kind of what it was. So now that we're kind of here in this position, I'm just like, this is crazy to see that I'm an owner-operator, but I'm just now understanding the business side of everything that I've been doing for so long. So, like I said, everything, you kind of got to take it for a grain of salt and take your time going into it, and just know that it's gonna take time to learn. Just it's better that you guys learn at your own pace than trying to learn at somebody else's, because that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to imitate and mimic all the things that I was seeing. Like, even all till right now, it makes me feel away, because a lot of guys that I bought a truck with, like, I bought my truck and there's a lot of guys that bought a truck at the same time as me. Them guys is already moving on to their second and possibly even their third truck, you know? But at the same time, we all bought different style of trucks. Out of like all the guys that I know, I think there was only one other guy that had ended up buying a Peterbilt like me. So with that being said, obviously, you know, once buying a Peterbilt, 9 times out of 10, you all should know that you're looking at a more expensive truck than anything else, because, you know, you're not only buying, you know, the quality of a Peterbilt, which some of you guys would be like, oh, Kenworth's better, da 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 da. If I remember correctly, back in the day, they were manufactured in the same building. It's just two different names. It's just like Nike and Jordan. Like, they're different factories and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it's literally the same factory with different names on the outside. They're all manufactured relatively similar with small differences, but I digress. Peterbilts are on the more expensive line than you would per se like a Freightliner or even like an International, or, you know, or Sterling and stuff like that. Like, you have not a million, but you have a ton of dump truck options that are a lot cheaper than a Peterbilt. And I had told myself when getting into this industry that my first truck was going to be a white 379, and if it wasn't a white 379, it was going to be at the bare minimum a Peterbilt, because that's what I knew I wanted for myself. I didn't kind of expect myself to have employees this soon in my life. And I kind of wish that you guys, like, that's all, everybody that's into the dump truck content, I wish you guys were around for when I was actually making the content. Even with that being said, now, please guys, just scroll down my videos and go check out all the old dump truck videos. I've posted so many videos regarding my dump truck, and I can't give you guys the videos that you want just because I'm not running it right now. I'm not the guy that sits in that seat full time to be like, all right, this is how this works, that works, this works. I've gotten back into my A work, and I couldn't be more happier. I did dump truck, like I told you guys, all my life, like all of it. From the day I got my license, I went here and there and went back to dump truck, went here and there, then went back to dump truck, then here and there. Like, it was a never-ending cycle. But now I'm finding my way back into the tractor work. It's something that I really wanted to do. I love swinging the trailer, and that's why dump trailer was always my end goal, because, like, that's my dream. I can have my dump truck world with a tractor, and that's just something that I can't even, like, you know, fathom on. That's just, it's great. So with that being said, I just want to, you know, make sure that you guys know the ins and outs. There's a lot more that I could talk about, and there's a little more that I think I'm going to talk about, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys this little bit of, you know, information that I feel like will be good for you. I might make this a 2-part video and also start just kind of giving you guys advice on what truck to buy. I don't know, because I don't want to jumble up the video too long. I kind of got to see how long we're talking. I'm probably going to end off this video after we pick up the equipment that we're supposed to pick up. So I'll more than likely do that then, and then I'll catch you guys when we're there. We're about 15 minutes away, says the GPS. So I'll give you guys a little more talking then, and we'll go from there. Let's go. Yay! Alright, y'all, we're pretty much almost at our destination. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the other mount, put you guys on the tailgate of the truck, and then probably do like a nice time lapse, putting on the equipment and then tying it down and everything. So that way we keep the video going, and then more than likely after that I'll give you guys the closing, I'll look a bit of chattings, and we'll go from there. Yay!
Appreciate you so much, boss. You too.
Alright, it took me a little minute to figure it out, but I remember him telling me it's supposed to go underneath, which I did. Underneath in the front. He said that's what I guess they normally do. So I got 2 points of contact pulling it forward, and then the chain is too big to go into the hook, so I did it right underneath, which is, I guess this is a part of the chassis of it. As you can see, they're pretty tight. And yeah, we're good to go. Well, we should be. The ramps are locked, and now we can get up out of here. Let go. All right, yes sir, baby, yes sir. So I know y'all seen me struggling, man. Like, I don't know what was good on my brain. It just couldn't register the fact that I'm assuming we're going back the way we came, 202, right? Yeah, so we're gonna go up that way. Right? But either way, we're locked and loaded. I made sure I showed y'all that all points is well tight. You know, I could go, and I'm gonna go. So I'm just gonna make sure I continuously check my mirrors and whatnot. Oh, this isn't the way it wanted me to go. You wanted me to go the other way? This is the way I came from. Definitely not taking Route 8. Oh, that's why you wanted me to take Route 8. Yeah, no, we're not doing all that. Yes, sir, baby. But we are locked and loaded now. We're just gonna take the route that we took going back. Yeah, like I was saying, I know y'all see me struggling. I'm over here like, how did they chain this down? Anytime I get a new piece of equipment, my brain just always, it goes limp. Like, I had no sense of direction whatsoever. I just be a lost pup. But we did it. We're locked and we're loaded, and I feel pretty secure about it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is the street we came from, so we're gonna go right back up it. Looks good. Like I showed you guys, they got all 4 points. I couldn't imagine having a problem. And it has a parking brake, so the parking brake is on top of that. So I feel like we're solid. You know, I watch, I don't know if you guys, you know, if you guys are into the automotive car scene, you guys watch DJ No Way and Jimmy Oaks. I love, anytime I start chaining stuff down, I use they known saying, man, that ain't going nowhere. It might go somewhere. But it's always been something I just found funny because it's super relatable to my life. But yeah, man. I just wanted to finish out the video for you guys. The camera I'm gonna let charge on the drive back, but I appreciate you guys watching the video, man. If you guys made it this far in the video, make sure you type in owner operator, type in OO owner op. No, let's do that. If you guys made it this far in the video, type in the comments owner op, please. It'll make me at least know that you guys are enjoying these style of videos and everything like that. And ask down below if you guys have any more questions regarding, like, you know, the owner op and everything like that. If you were to ask me any advice, if you were to ask me what advice could I give somebody regarding that, there's no way this is this heavy. If there's any advice that you guys would want me to give you guys, it would honestly just be research. Do as much research as possible so you guys understand what you're getting into and where to find your work at. With me, I've been in the industry so long where I started taking notes and of company names that I used to work with when I was a driver for other people and stuff like that. So when you get your own entity and you are your own business, you can then go to them as yourself and say like, hey, I used to do work with you guys under so-and-so. I'm now under myself as blase blase, and I was looking to see if you guys would need any more subcontractors for your, you know, line of work, or if you need any more drivers, your owner operators to haul under your contract, blah blah blah. Those are things and ways to approach it when looking for work. Another thing that you guys can go about it is like I was saying, just be attentive. You know, even when you're driving around in your car, you see a construction site, put it in your notes, because if you're looking to get in the dump truck work or a triaxle, I don't want to say dump truck, if you're looking to get in the triaxle work, you can easily find work anywhere, just because no matter what, there's always going to be some kind of demolition, concrete removal, stone hauling. Like, the world relies on dump trucks for a lot of things, and you guys don't even realize it. The roads we drive on, dump trucks haul, and we bring the asphalt for it to be paved. A lot of the concrete and things that you build, yeah, it may come on a flatbed 9 times out of 10, but the materials to make the concrete gotta come from a dump truck. Like when we're doing those dump truck videos, dump trailer videos, we're hauling concrete sand, which in return makes the concrete. So there's a long line of food chain where you could say, oh, you know, tractor guys, they run the world, low bed guys run the world because they haul the equipment and da-da-da-da-da. You got to start somewhere. I'm not saying that dump truck starts it, but you know what I'm saying, dump truck starts it. But this has been a great, you know, video for me that I enjoyed making for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Like I said, the biggest advice that I could give any of you guys going into 2025 is just do your research on the industry that you're gonna want to go into. You know what I'm saying? Don't take anything for granted. Don't take nobody's word for it. Please don't take anybody's word for it. Rely on solely yourself. You can hear them out, but don't rely on their information to get you somewhere through life. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, baby, it's your boy Mr. Carey, man. We the team, we the dream. Like, comment, subscribe, and join the Wave team. And yeah, please don't forget the new quote of the channel, baby. And I'm really working on getting these shirts for you guys 2025. I got the new ones coming out. I see you guys not really banging with the first drop. That's hard. Y'all not banging with the first drop, so that's all right. We'll work around it, and we'll make sure that we get you guys a little more, you know, something that you guys I feel like would like a lot better. So I'm working on that. But like I said, end of the video, man, the quote that we're always pushing out nowadays is life is like a movie and keep writing your own script. Don't let anybody ever tell you how you need to live your life or what you need to do regarding you, because you control you. And you got it, baby. Yo, hold on, I don't think I took the keys out of the machine. We're gonna pull over. Imagine they flew off already. Talk about secure your load. I didn't close the door either. What kind of driver am I? So what happens when you used to haul in other things? Oh. Alright. Got the keys, baby. Now with that being said, man, like, comment, subscribe, man, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Yay!
Like the right shoe, no dimming. No worry yourself, dry your face, what the tears. Buckle your belt, tie your lace, what the fears. History we making out. History we making out here. No worry yourself, dry your face, what the tears. Buckle your belt, tie your lace, what the fears. From a little juvie man stepping out. History, moving over history we making out here.